The Folk Art Museum of Central Texas is a museum in Austin, Texas that collects, preserves, and exhibits folk art from around the world. Formed in 2015, the museum is a partnership between the Austin Friends of Folk Art and the Travis County Archives. Under the partnership, folk art donated to the Austin Friends of Folk Art is stored in the Travis County Archives and maintained and exhibited by Travis County staff. Thanks to our generous donors, the museum currently holds more than 700 pieces of folk art and its collections continue to grow. The museum currently exhibits most of its works in government buildings and offices, but has also exhibited works in schools, libraries, museums, colleges, and universities. These exhibits are meant to further the museum's mission of building public appreciation for the beauty, craftsmanship, and cultural significance of folk art. The museum holds folk art from all over Mexico and from a variety of artisans and craftspeople. As an introduction to the museum's Mexican folk art, we will highlight three major areas of the museum's Mexican folk art works. Héron Martinez Mendoza was a potter from Acatlan de Osorio, Puebla, Mexico. He is known for his burnished pottery, distinguished by a rich brown sheen. His pottery comes in an array of forms. Every kind of animal, bird, person, and fish is transformed into whimsical candelabras and planters. In his pottery you will find pre-Hispanic motifs, which include patterns and designs of the glyphs and step frets found by archaeologists in his region in the 1950s. The museum has over 70 pieces of ceramic sculptures by Martinez, ranging from small candelabras and religious works to an over 4 feet tall sculpture of peacocks. Martinez died in 1990, but he left behind an important legacy. His burnished pottery technique and whimsical designs live on in contemporary Mexican pottery. The museum is also proud of its collection of ceramic pieces by the Aguilar family of Ocatlan de Morales, Oaxaca. The museum has works by 3 of the 4 Aguilar sisters, Concepción, Irene, and Josefina Aguilar. The Aguilar sisters learned to sculpt colorful clay figures from their mother, Isaura and Jesus, who is an innovator of decorative human clay figures in Oaxaca. Currently, the museum has mostly ceramic figures by Josefina Aguilar, but also has virgin figures by Concepción and one nativity scene by Irene Aguilar. Josefina calls her figures muñecas, or dolls, and many of her figures are reflections of the people she sees in her Oaxacan village. Sculpted with red clay, her imaginative and brightly painted figures have been collected by Nelson Rockefeller and other collectors around the world. The 4 sisters have taught pottery skills to their children, who have gone on to create their own variations. The Aguilar sisters are masters at clay, and their works radiate a warmth that is quintessentially Mexican. Wood carvings from Oaxaca are another highlight of the museum's Mexican folk art. Modern wood carving in Oaxaca has been a tradition for more than 60 years and comes primarily from artisans in small towns outside of Oaxaca City. The international popularity of Oaxacan wood carvings means that many families in these communities have prospered by selling their pieces to wholesalers, store owners, and tourists. The museum has works from some of the most celebrated wood carvers from Oaxaca, including Maria Jimenez Ojeda, Gabino Reyes Lopez, and Epifanio Fuentes. The wood carvings are carved from the soft wood of the copal tree and painted with brilliantly colored and detailed strokes of paint. Most of the wood carvings are in the form of different sorts of animals and fantastical creatures, also known as alebrijes. The museum also has carvings of religious scenes and figures, including angels, nativity scenes, and altars. Oaxacan wood carvings are marvels of wit, imagination, and beauty, and the museum is proud to display works from one of Mexico's most recognizable and respected art forms. This has been a small sampling of the museum's Mexican folk art pieces. If you are interested in seeing more of the museum's Mexican folk art or other folk art, please go to our website, folkartmuseumcentraltx.org. On the website, you will be able to view our full catalog, explore our educational content, and learn about upcoming exhibits. To learn more about the Austin Friends of Folk Art or become a member, visit their website at austinfriendsoffolkart.org. Thanks to Travis County and the awesome Friends of Folk Art for their support and commitment to promoting folk art.